Wendy, man. The Wendy Williams Experience.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
What your ears are about to witness, the greatest queen of all time. Okay, party people in the house.
Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it. Allow me to reintroduce this representing
from west to east.
Just better get it right.
Y'all know the name.
Wendy Williams. Been in this game for a while. I hate to brag, but
Ain't nobody
it is phenomenal.
like
the queen.
Right here.
Who the world is this? With so much drama.
From yo block to yo block, heard of the number one female. Been doing this for years.
Every barbershop, beauty salon.
Who the world is this? With so much
Again and again.
Wendy Williams.
Bringing your name up. A lot of you haters scared to death.
She at it again.
Wendy Williams.
She in it to win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she staying.
Wendy Williams.
The ain't playing. I like to present you the winner of the Game Shoot of the Year award.
Once again.
Introducing the queen.
Hey, everybody. What's happening? Oh, me? It's just another day around the way. Welcome to the mess called the Wendy Williams Experience. Glad to be here with you good people. My one steady in an otherwise unsteady world. I can count on you all to, we entertain each other, shall we say. Listen, the phone lines are open, 866-GET-WENDY, and the fax machine is full, too, 866-WENDY-FAX. I'm coming at you hard and fast, so have your thoughts all planned out, and I'll put you on the radio, too. All right, it is what it is, people. Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Yeah? All right. I mean, I like her for the show. Quite frankly, there's been nothing on Bravo to interest me until being Bobby Brown. And then somehow I got sucked into watching a marathon of Blowout over the weekend, which, not for nothing, I watched 6 hours of Blowout yesterday, and I blew out my hair, I cleaned my closet, I reused my makeup. You know, my brother took the baby, and just, my mother had made the dinner. Everybody in the house was just busy doing their own thing. I love it. I've never watched Project Runway. I watched it one time, and I didn't find it terribly interesting. I don't know who Kara Song is, but she's the black girl?
She was the black girl that was on there. She was the runner-up, the first runner-up.
So, and but people would be interested.
Yeah, we love her. Nicole and I love her. But she's about to do Are You the Girl? She's about to be their stylist, and she wants to come in and dish the dirt today, possibly.
Well, bring her in.
Okay.
Because I watch a lot of stuff on TV. Don't get me wrong. I just like to have... That's Elisa Payne, everybody. She books the show. I watch a lot of TV. But you know how I am. I don't watch everything. There's a lot of stuff that I miss, like American Idol, not interested in. Award shows, not interested in. But I'm interested in the red carpet, who's wearing what. I thought I was going to be luxuriating in Queer Eye and a host of other things that are on TV that I just immediately lost interest in. I got to tell you something. Bravo's got nothing going on that I'm interested in until this being Bobby Brown. And then, because I'm always looking for the best of being Bobby Brown because I can't get enough of it, if I get there and they're doing a Blowout marathon, but I see being Bobby Brown will be on in 5 hours, I'll stay. Like yesterday, I watched 6 hours of Blowout because I was waiting for being Bobby Brown from 6 to 7. At which time I called even my mother and father to tell them, turn on, they were just downstairs. I didn't feel like going down there now. Turn on being Bobby Brown, and you've never seen a catastrophe like this. And I'm going to quiz you about it afterwards. So, the thing about my parents is if I say to them, everybody who's into pop culture, that's all they need to hear. My father said, oh, well, then we need to watch it. Everybody who's about anything in pop culture knows that this is the runaway hit of the summer. Oh, well, then I need to watch it. Fire. I was so glad they showed that episode right there, because that right there capsulizes the entire Bobby Whitney thing, where one is just as bad as the other. Don't try to just blame it on him. The way you walk. And the kids watching them both like they're crazy. I'll tell you another moment, though, and I was telling you guys about this on Friday, that moment in Harrods department store where Bobby and Whitney are going at it at the counter, and the little girl's drowned in her sorrows in a milkshake and some fries, and clutching that teddy bear. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was a moment. So anyway, everybody, how are you? I'm spun out of control as usual. I finally got my Starbucks with an extra double shot. They already put one in there, so that's 2, and I got 4. I'm wound up. I'm good. I had a terrific time in South Carolina. Shout out to everybody who was we were at this club called V12. The air conditioner was broken and everything. It was like one of them good old fashioned country cousin basement parties. And I mean that with love. Even I was dancing. What? Dancing with a bottle of Moet in each hand, finishing off both. Sweating my hair out, just sweating. We ended up having, instead of the pulled barbecue, we had a fish sandwich at like 4:00 in the morning. Got to the airport for a 5:45 plane. I was still, feeling the dry heaves as we were landing at LaGuardia Airport. Only to get home, throw myself in a cold shower, and get that kid to Broadway for the Lion King for the 2:00 curtain call. Like, yeah, but I'm sitting in the Lion King like, I gotta get sick. Lion King was 2 hours and 45 minutes. I was gagging. I am so not the Broadway Nista, but I did it for that kid. We had a good time. Well, we had a good time, and I was in and out of sleep, and that hard sleep, where your neck is swinging. We had a good time, though. And I hope you had a good weekend as well. So what do we have on tap today? I see a picture of Demi Moore here. She doesn't look pregnant to me. I'll tell you what. Here's the question. The question, is she or isn't she pregnant? That's the question. While there's still no official word from Demi's camp on whether or not she has a cooch in the oven, one can be certain of this. Girlfriend needs to work on her posture. Yes, she is slumping over. She's got yeasties on, though. She's got like yeasty khakis on. And she's got her Birkin bag. Apparently, she didn't get the memo from Oprah. We protest until further notice. And she always has it covering her stomach. But can I tell you something? I'm going to pass it around to the girls. Men don't much know or care. Happy birthday to Trev Hollywood. Pass that back to the girls.
My sister's birthday today, too.
Okay, all right. And she's not here to celebrate with us. We must move on. Happy birthday to her, too.
His birthday, too.
All right, happy birthday. Does she look pregnant to you? No. How many months have we been talking about this? And not only that, but as a pregnant woman, are you still wearing yeasties? Do you see how tight those khakis are?
Yeah. Very narrow.
She's very narrow from the side, right?
Yeah.
And the pants look like they're grabbing everything, if you know what I'm saying. Did you see in USA Today that Courtney Love on Friday? Apparently, she won praises from a Los Angeles judge for making progress in rehab. And they say if she completes her program, her record's going to be wiped clean. I mean, that's great and everything, but it's not exactly like she's applying for a job at IBM. It's the record of public opinion, which, as far as I'm concerned, will never be wiped clean because you mother fathers don't forget ish. You know what I mean? And neither does a 12-year-old, her daughter Frances Bean, who, if the record is wiped clean, then she'll regain custody of her daughter. But Frances Bean isn't gonna forget. I mean, you know, these kids these days, they can be so opinionated. Sometimes I want to smack the scowl off little Bobby Christina's face for the way she looks in judgment at her parents. Which, you know, on one hand, Bobby and Whitney are a mess, but on the other hand, don't we all have a little fire? You tell me you have never been at your grill and broke out in some sort of Negroidian burst. Come on. Tell me you've never done the hucklebuck in your kitchen. That you don't have an uncle that has ever done the ham bone and taught you. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's watching. But if they were, I thought we could share that in commonality. Like, we all look in judgment at Bobby and Whitney's show, but let's look at the other side of it. Don't you all get your fire on at your house, or are you just so pristine that you don't do, the dance of your natives, whatever it is? Whatever it is, if you're black, then the black thing. If you're Puerto Rican, then the Puerto Rican thing. If you're Mexican, Olay, come on. And if there was a hidden camera, wouldn't we all be, looking quite trifling? They love each other. They love each other. And, at the end of the day, I hate that saying, but at the end of the day, at least those kids see they might be surrounded by craziness in their parents' own sick, twisted way, them hugging and kissing and Bobby up at the fire doing his belly like this. Come on now. Even trifling grandpa, is he really trifling, or is he the same as what's in our families? It's just that we choose to be so damn elite that we want to ignore the essence of whoever dealt it, smelt it, whoever denied it, supplied it, like around the campfire. Come on, you all. Are you black or are you block? I mean, come on. There's a time and a place for everything, and I understand what you're saying. They're on national TV. They shouldn't be doing it, but it's a reality show. I want my reality show just like that. I don't want some scripted mess. Some Kevin and Brittany, they ran that on MTV, VH1, something yesterday. I was so not interested. I'm not even getting what I need. I'm interested in surreal life. But out of all the reality shows in this entire season, I am getting what I need as a nosy broad. I'm getting the essence of what I need, what I believe is the essence of these people are not acting for us, from Bobby and Whitney. That's reality. That's reality. Right? And it might be trifling, but fire. Ow. Oh, boy. Did I just say don't sit in judgment of them? I'm so judgmental. But I have a deep appreciation for the Bobby Whitney show. I do. I'm not saying that my life is run like that, but I see certain similarities. The dancing in the kitchen, the crazy, picking and poking at each other. The nuttiness, sure. My kid's not old enough to sit in judgment of me, but you know how the kids are these days. They're 14 years old. They're sitting. Sometimes you feel like you're being judged by them. Some of them. Oh, hell. Welcome, everybody.
It's Wendy, man.
You never met me. You don't know me. You ain't been in my house. You don't live with me. You don't sleep with me. You don't do shit with me, but talk about me. Watch what you say. That's all, baby girl. That's all I'm asking you is watch what the you say.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
And the Wendy Williams Experience is in the building. Advice Hour is coming up next hour. Now, I am not a professional. I am simply a woman who has lived, and I've got an opinion. I still have more living to do, but if you have some snafus going on in your life and perhaps you need another person's opinion, I'm here for you, my friends, at 866-GET-WENDY. I'll be going to the phones next hour for Advice Hour. And one of the things I'm going to pass along to you, I got something from today's newspaper about your bra, ladies. If your bra could talk, I'll tell you what it would be saying. Okay. So, this just in by way of Philadelphia. There's a magazine called Star Money Magazine, and they've just delivered a message to the Pink Room that the Scream 2 tour, well, we know Bobby Valentino's on it, we know Sierra's on it, we know Bow Wow's on it, and many others. The word is that it was in Philly this past weekend. While Bow Wow was on stage performing his little heart out, Sierra was backstage looking a little more than friendly with Bobby Valentino. Personally speaking, I don't believe it for a minute. Not right there underneath her man's nose. Not like that. Are you ready for the rest of it? And because of this, Bow Wow is now looking to keep company with Tierra Marie. I mean, the one consistency, if this is true, that Sierra does have is she loves the little men. Because that Bobby Valentino, what is he, smaller than Bow Wow? I don't believe this. I don't believe it for a minute. Damn. No, I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it. Oh, war in my head. Dear Wendy, how are you? I absolutely agree with you about Being Bobby Brown. It's the best reality show, period. And I love Whitney and the family shows their normality like every other family. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I think what's shocking to us about Being Bobby Brown is that Whitney is, this queen that has been put on a pedestal by virtue of Clive Davis and carefully engineering her image, and also by virtue of her voice. But at the end of the day, isn't it comforting to know that she's no different than me and you at the grill? Fire! Come on now. Come on, you all. Come on now. Come on. For so long as people always put Whitney on this pedestal like she is, don't fart or something. So it's good to see them react and act themselves. Just as most crazy families, not half as crazy as mine, but you get my point. Yes. I agree with you too, and thank you for agreeing with me. Your name got cut off at the bottom of your fax, but we're here. Oh, but we're talking about Whitney? Oh, by the way, I got a few more jewels to drop on you today. Oh, getting back to that Courtney Love thing before I move too far off the track. Yeah, less than 48 hours after being in the judge's chambers, she passed out in the front of her hotel. She fainted at the Roosevelt Hotel. Now, this didn't have anything to do with drugs. Maybe she's trying to lose the weight she hasn't been eating. I don't know, but they're saying that she's progressing well in terms of, her ability to stay off drugs and possibly get her daughter back. So that's good to know, Courtney. Coming up in the show, though, I did want to talk with you about Megan Good and what's really good. We'll talk Jonathan Plummer. We'll talk Kelly and Mark Consuela. We'll talk Jessica Simpson. We'll talk Aretha Franklin's son. We'll talk Chris Rock. I got a whole show planned. But this just in while we're talking about Whitney Houston. What in the world could have kept Whitney Houston from attending the funeral of her beloved aunt and family matriarch, Lee Warwick? Born Arthur Lee Drinkard Warwick, Lee was the eldest sister of Whitney's mother, Sissy, and mother of both Dionne Warwick and her sister, singer Dee Dee Warwick. Lee Warwick, also the leader of the family gospel group, the Drinkards, passed away last week, 2 months before her 85th birthday. Her services were held, blah, 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 in Newark, New Jersey. Where Sissy Houston is a deacon. Her daughter, Whitney, however, was a no-show. Blah, 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 so on and so forth. Whitney's brother, Gary, and... Oh, by the way, hey, Gary. I know something you don't know. Ooh. And Michael served as pallbearers for Warwick. Chuck Jackson and members of the Shirelles also paid respect. The Drinkard family tree includes not only Dionne and Dee Dee and Whitney and Sissy, but also Dionne's son, Damon, a record producer who's worked with Beyonce, Maya, Pink, and Jessica Simpson. And Dave Elliott, who wrote Luther Vandross Here and Now and played Sam Cooke in the movie Ali. Well, I don't know why Whitney wasn't there, but let's not blow it up and paint her with the crazy brush. You see how people do? I know I'm a part of the people who do, but I try to be as fair as possible. Whitney, you just get well. And try to push back from the table a bit. The crack belly is really, that has got to be the most surprising thing of the whole show, is that Whitney don't give a F. She puts her sun visor over them natty wigs and puts on them clothes that do nothing but expose the crack belly, and she goes on about her business. Smokes her Newports in the car with the child. Somebody call DIFUS. I mean, the secondhand smoke is going to kill Bobby Chris. They don't go out on a balcony. They don't. Did you see when she pulled up to the Mother's Day? I mean, there are a number of different scenes on this show where the kids are just being engulfed with the secondhand smoke. But it's Bobby driving, Whitney in the passenger seat, Bobby Chris in the back seat, and they're pulling up Mother's Day. Whitney got the port in her hand, and we saw the package, right? Smoking. I ain't getting out. Mother's Day is not about the kid. You know. Just get to the tail. I love it. Thank you, Whitney. Thank you, Bobby. Lenny Kravitz, on the other hand, can't stand smoking, and he was apparently in this club in London, and he called management ahead of time to enforce the smoking ban inside because it would damage his vocal cords. No, he wasn't performing; he was just there. But so was everybody else, including Goldie Hawn and Kate Hudson and whatnot, and all these people had to temporarily stop their smoking because Lenny Kravitz was in the building. I just thought I'd pass that along. I really wasn't looking for a reaction. All right. 866-GET-WENDY. It's 866-GET-WENDY. Whatever's going on in your life, let me see if I can help you out. Let me see if I'm up to that challenge today. Advice Hour is coming up next here on The Experience.
It's Wendy, man.
Me and my wife have been married for 15 years. He's threatening to leave.
What did you do?
Had a problem with drugs.
You got the drug voice.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Just asking, what's your drug of choice?
You name it.
Coke?
Yeah.
Weed?
Yeah.
Crack?
Yeah.
Heroin?
Yeah.
E-pills?
Yeah.
Whippets?
Alcohol.
Gorilla?
Yeah.
PCP?
Yeah.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Wow.
107.5 WBLS.
Everybody needs some.
Should I leave? Like, is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Advice out.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for like 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WENDY-FAX.
Wendy, can you give me advice on plastics?
And we're Boys to Men. And you're checking out the Wendy Williams Experience. Wow.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
The people at Air America sent a bottle of Hennessy.
Uh-oh.
Shout out to Ed. Thank you, Ed. The killer. There's this radio network in New York City. Maybe you're familiar, maybe you're not. It's Air America with Randy and Al Franken and stuff. There's this guy that works there. His name is Ed, and we always... Look, he says, all the best, Ed, the psycho of Air America. Signed the psycho.
He heard the show Friday.
You are the killer, Ed. You are the one employee who shows up all smiles, who will pull out a gun on all of us. Here, take this. Brown juice that. You can put that where? Oh my God.
Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
And here in my headphones. Oh, yeah. Dear Wendy, don't try to justify that madness, Bobby and Whitney on TV. It's one thing to act a fool in the privacy of your own home. However, to sporadically start singing and dancing in public is nuts. If they were at a barbecue in their backyard, I'll let their actions slide. But to be in the middle of the woods with people around, that's loco. Bobby and Whitney, break into more song and dance than a praise team. If you act like them in public, then have Hollywood play the cuckoo for you. Oh, well, no. I mean, I do admit that while I enjoy watching and stuff, it's going to be a hard climb for Whitney to, I guess, fully climb back into the graces of, the masses based on, the drug thing and now the show. You understand what I'm saying? Renee, if I make eye contact with you, then that means you either yay or nay or smile or something. We got a new intern here who, she's giving me the deadpan look like I'm talking to the paint drying over there. Renee, hey, where do you go to school?
St. Peter.
All right, very nice. Your communications major, of course. Welcome to the show, Renee. It's her first day here. Hello.
Hi, Wendy.
How are you today?
Okay.
Good. So it's advice hour. What can I help you with?
Okay, I've been married for 12 years, and I was digging through the cell phone, messages and messages and what have you. Mm-hmm. And some chick was calling, so-called friend of the family. I knew her from way back, whatever, from teenagers. Mm-hmm. And we never really clicked. So she was leaving these messages talking about, oh, it's me again, call me. Oh, I'm headed on the subway. Oh, call me. Oh, where you at? Call me. I'm like, okay, 4 times for 1 week. I'm like, so I confronted him, and he's like, oh, we're just friends, blah, blah, blah. So he gives me the number to call. She said, oh, she can call me. There's nothing, whatever. So I call her. Mm-hmm. It's like a few days have passed.
Now, wait a minute. Her message was left on his cell phone or yours?
Yeah, his.
On his. Okay. So you were just checking your husband's messages. He didn't know you were doing this. You were just kind of spying.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So he says, oh, yeah, she told me to call. Here's her number. You can call her. Nothing's going on. Mm-hmm. So I call her, and he's in the house, whatever. And so as soon as I get on the phone, I'm like, hi, what's up? This is so-and-so's wife. And she's like, oh, why are you really calling me? And I'm like, well, he gave me the number, and he said that you told me that I can call you. You wanted to speak to me. I said, what's up? And she's like, oh, if you don't know about your husband's whereabouts, then that tells me you have problems. I said, I wasn't questioning my husband's whereabouts. I said, I've been with my husband 12 years strong. There's nothing, I know what's going on. I'm asking why you're calling him.
Okay.
Then she's like, well, you never really liked me from jump and what have you.
Wait a minute. This is your friend from childhood or his?
His.
Okay. And so now she has his number, current date, because of why?
Excuse me?
Why does she have his number?
Why?
Yeah.
They're friends, so
okay.
They like her parents know his parents from back in the day and what have you. Mm-hmm. So they converse every now and again. But he never told me that he was conversing with her because he knew I never liked her.
Okay.
So he was like, oh, he already got upset if he knew that whatever, but it was just speaking as fun. So I'm like asking her, then she's going to ask me, oh, why you listen to his messages? I said, because that's my husband. I said, my business is his business and his business is my business. I said, why are you even asking me? You're just a friend.
Right.
And she's like, oh, I said, hold on. Do you want to speak to your friend? She's on the phone right now.
Yes.
Then she just said, like, how you giving my number for? Blah, blah, blah. He said, well, you told me, give us the number so you can call. So why are you acting like this for? And she got all pissed off and what have you. And what you call it. So then I said to him, oh, what's wrong with your friend? Why are your friend so pissed off for?
Right.
He says, I don't know. So then I said, well, I appreciate that I had to try to come out her mouth and disrespect me. And I said, she's like, oh, well, I don't even know why you called. I said, you're the one that told me that you wanted to speak to me. Now it's why did I call?
Well, actually, she was leaving the message for him to call her, not you.
No. She told him, oh, give your wife my number so that I could speak to her, because when I heard all these messages, like 4 messages in 1 week.
Okay, where are we going with this? What's your question?
I want to know should I just let it go? Is she just trying to just like interfere? Because he bought me my car. He bought my car. He bought my house. He paid my phone bill.
Well, he's your husband. He's your husband.
And she's just, yeah. And she's just, I'm thinking, why are you calling like that? Why do you need to know where he's at? It's none of your business to know where he's at. It's the middle of the day you calling because I'm listening to the time.
Yeah.
the messages. And it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. What do you mean where he's at? He's at work.
Okay. What does your husband say about his necessity to continue this friendship with a woman who I don't
obviously has no respect for me?
She has no respect for you, and no, I don't think that he's having sex with her. Although I've been proven wrong before. But I mean, why does he find the need to still be friends with this woman in any way, shape, or form?
Well, I told him, I said, you know what, you need to cut that friendship. 'Cause I said, no. I said,
and what did he say?
He's like, oh, but she said that you was screaming at her on the phone. I said, I did not scream on the phone with her. I said, because I know if I was to come out my mouth.
He was sitting right there and heard your end of the conversation.
Exactly. Hey, but then she's going to turn around and say something else.
So her word wins out over yours, and you're the wife of 12 years?
And no, he didn't say that. He was like, what he said? I don't even know why we even doing this. Why did you even call her for? I said, she said to call. All right. And now she's mad, then I call.
This woman is trouble. I can't exactly put my finger on what kind of trouble, but she's trouble.
And I don't know either. And it's like, then I was listening to the messages again, and after that conversation had subsided, she left 2 messages, 7:50 in the morning, talking about, it's me, call me. Now she sounds a little agitated, and then she's like, pick up your phone, damn it.
There's a little problem. Maybe they are having an affair. Maybe they do drugs together. Maybe he's lent her money. I don't know. There's a problem, and if I were you, and I can't put my finger on what the problem is, but you better keep an eye on this situation, and don't rule your man out as being an innocent party in an otherwise trifling situation.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for calling. Bye-bye. Hello. Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Here's my dilemma. I've been dating the same man for the past 10 years. We've gone through a lot of issues with me being able to have kids. I'm not able to have kids as I was told. He went and married someone else, as he says, a marriage of convenience, to have a child. I just found out maybe 2 hours ago that I'm now pregnant. So my dilemma is, my heart is so much in love with him that I'm willing to stick it out and wait for this marriage to dissolve. But my head is telling me, just let it go. And I don't know what to do.
Okay. First of all, this is 2005. Anybody who gets married for convenience is a straight up fool. People are not judging single mothers anymore the way they used to. So he's lying to you. What he wanted to do was marry a woman who he thought was better marriage material than you, who could also sire him a child, while still keeping you on the side as his jump off. He's not going to dissolve his marriage to marry you. This is just me thinking, because he's been with you for 10 years. In 10 years, you damn sure know whether you love a woman enough to marry her anyway and stick it out and maybe adopt children, or you plot on another way of having children. He doesn't want you. If you stick it out, you're wasting your time. You've had a baby with a married man, so welcome to the world of single motherhood. Get your child support, and I wish you well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. That's how I see it. As long as she was asking my opinion, I'll give it to you. Hello?
Hey, Wendy, am I on?
Yes!
Hi, I love you, Wendy. Oh, girl, I need to run in the house so I can turn on the tape recorder so I can hear myself on the radio because I'm so big. Anyhow, this is my thing. I don't have really an advice thing. It's like a revelation kind of thing. Is that cool?
Oh, well, it's advice hour, but I'll take a revelation.
Okay. Here's something that happened. I think I might screech because I'm going next to the radio. I'm sorry.
No, don't go next to the radio. Keep it turned down.
Okay.
And you got to make it 60 seconds or less because it's not advice.
Okay, 60 seconds or less. All right, here it is. I ran into an old boyfriend who broke my heart. I loved him so much. But he just broke my heart because I wasn't the right girl for him. Running him to the Harlem Book Fair. How about he looks like one of those people from, when the square eyes and the snake eyes come to your house?
Perfect.
He looked like a total before.
Perfect. And you, of course, look fabulous.
Fabulous. And my little Brazil shirt and my little booty jeans looking all like that.
And of course, even though he is now seemingly homosexual, he's probably looking at you like, damn.
I was looking good, girl.
Yeah.
Because I was but it's just a revelation. He was with his wife, who
which was fine. But you know what? Both of them had some periodontal disease. I hope you put that drill thing in the background. You know,
Yeah.
Yes. Just a revelation. I looked at him. I said, there's a life I could have had, but boom, that bullet missed me, and I'm still fabulous.
Isn't that great? Isn't that terrific?
It is, Wendy. It is.
Yes. Well,
that was it. I hope that was under 60 seconds. I love you. Your fabulosity is so contagious.
Thank you so much, and congratulations on beating down a man who broke your heart.
Hello. And didn't have to be a bitch or nothing about it. Just went on, just held my head with dignity and held it high and kept on rolling.
That's right. All right, take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye. All right, so I only have, a minute on this break or 2 minutes? 2 minutes. Okay, shout out to everybody in the car industry, people who are familiar with buying versus leasing. All of this stuff always confuses me. There is a listener who is about to purchase a townhouse in November, has a truck that they're leasing for $305 a month. The lease is up in February of 2006, and they want to know, should they purchase the truck at the end of the lease for $13,000? This is a brand new truck. This person has been the only person to drive this truck. And the buyout price is $13,000. The person goes on to say, I live in Atlanta and you need a reliable car to get around. I have been the only owner. I thought about purchasing a used car, but buying used sometimes can be a problem. Should I keep what I have since I know all about it and its owner, or get something cheaper? So, for you all who are experiencing in the buying versus lease business, can you please give me a little bit of your expertise, insight, okay? And I'll answer this in our next break. Also, if your bra could talk, ladies, let me tell you what it would say, according to an article I have from today's newspaper. And you know I always talk about body language. How about 25 signs that they're lying to you? We'll talk about that, too. Okay. All right. Hey, the fax machine is open. 866-WendyFax. I love a good faxing. Oh, and we do have a guest coming up during the Hour of Truth. Cara Sawn. You know who that is? Well, we ended up getting her today from the hit reality show Project Runway, which is nominated for an Emmy last week. And also down with Are You the Girl? That's the T-Boz and Chili show. So keep it here because we're going to get backstage antics from that show. And Cara Sawn will be here at the top of the hour, okay? All righty, everybody. That's the blueprint, at least for the next hour and a half. It is what it is. Thank you for being a part of it.
How you doing?
Wendy, man.
My boyfriend and I have been dating for like about 4 months now, and first time we had sex, he could not get it up at all.
Maybe it's drinking. Is he a drug user? Does he take any depressants or anything?
No, nothing.
Maybe it's...
How you doing? The Wendy Williams Experience.
Hello? Testing. 1, 2, 3. All right, 107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B and classic soul and the Wendy Williams Experience. Hey, you guys, don't forget Vaughn Harper comes up at 7 o'clock with The Quiet Storm. Give me some stuff about my radio station. On needs. You know, I really would love to hear Madonna and Holiday. But somehow, you know, I am going to be told by Vinny that you all don't care about hearing any damn Madonna Holiday. But I'm feeling... Then get ready for number 13. I mean, you know, there's certain music that transcends races and backgrounds and stuff. Man, when Madonna made Holiday Celebrate, she had everybody going. And now the sun is out too in the city. Please, a perfectly wonderful day to hear a perfectly fabulous song that does nothing but bring smiles to your face, right? No matter what. Thugs be queening out the Holiday. That's right, Holiday. How you doing? I mean, what up, Don? All right, so shout out to everybody in Hillside, New Jersey. The WBLS Hummer will be marking the spot this Thursday, July 28th, at the ShopRite. You know where that is? That's on Route 22 West. In Hillside, New Jersey at 12 noon. So look for the WBLS Jam Van there. Courtesy of Coca-Cola, because it is the cola. Coca-Cola is, sure, certainly. Shout out to the whole West Indian community. Blocka, blocka, more fire, more fire. I'm doing a reggae red carpet tonight. And from what I understand, everybody's going to be walking this red carpet. Beanie Man and all them over at the Spirit nightclub. Afrique Sounds and Stone Love on the music. Trev Hollywood is celebrating. How old are you today? It's not public?
25.
25. And then some. Trev, so are you going over there? Are you going to be at Spirit tonight? Or how are you celebrating your birthday?
I don't know.
So far, you're celebrating it like an anorexic. I've asked you 5 times what you want to eat, and you keep blowing me off.
I don't know yet. I usually have a better time when it's spontaneous and I don't plan something.
Okay. Is your sister going, like, who's going to be celebrating with you?
Probably nobody.
Oh, no! Well, you know, a birthday is a perfect time for reflection because you came in this world alone and you might have a supportive, loving family, but at the end of the day, all you have is yourself, right?
Yep.
So if you really dig deep, then you'll realize that it's probably the best time to spend alone is probably at your birthday.
Exactly.
You become very reflective and very motivated as to what you want out of the rest of your life.
I think I'm doing all right so far.
Well, when you have that talk with yourself, you know, in your head, you'll decide.
I'll probably go out later.
By yourself?
No, a couple people.
Do they really care about you? Yeah, see, exactly. You know, my point is, why spend time with people who you have to question whether they care?
No, I'm just joking.
Would they hold your hair back if you were Erlen? Or would they stand there with the picture phone? Do you know what Exactly. That's how you know you're true friends. Are they picture phoning you, or are they holding your hair back and wiping the corners of your mouth? Anyway, happy birthday, Trev Hollywood.
Thank you. And Tracy, too.
And Tracy, too. And Tracy Hollywood. The twin. Who does your sister look like who's famous? Come on, we reviewed it.
No, that's my younger sister that look like Cece Peniston.
Yes, your younger sister looks like Cece Peniston. And Tracy looks like you with a baldy and glasses. Always digging in his wallet. Oh, boy.
You tell me. This is Cece Peniston.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, Tracy and you kind of look alike. And your younger sister looks like Cece Peniston. And it's hard for me to picture you as a woman.
Good.
I mean, if you know what I'm saying. I have a younger brother. He's 3 years younger than me. I swear, if you put the hair on him, we'd be twins. Tim is not a twin to his sister, Tim Ralph, who, you know, works in the sales department. But if you put a weave on his head, he would be his sister, Cheryl Ralph. You are a twin, but I don't see it.
That's because that picture, she don't have her glasses on.
Oh. Would they be gazelles like yours? All right, you all. Let's keep it moving. Happy birthday, Trev Hollywood. Thank you for coming in today for your birthday. Try to decide what you want to eat, because in a moment I'm going to lose interest.
All right.
Okay. All right, everybody. And we're going to continue with the Wendy Williams experience. Signs that you're being told a lie, advice on your bra, and Karen Son from... Oh, so many things. We'll get to the bottom of her situation. In the meantime, this portion of the Wendy Williams experience is brought to you by the Salvation Army. Wait, hold on. There's a song that goes with that from back in the day. Salvation Army, Salvation Army, put a nickel in the drum, help another drunken bum. Salvation Army. Which that is not exactly what the Salvation Army is, but you know how kids are. Thank you, Salvation Army, for sponsoring this portion of the Wendy Williams experience. We certainly do love you. How you doing? Jack Osborne is looking pretty damn good. Have you seen Jack without the glasses? He's got that beautiful thick head. He's got gorgeous hair. I like it cut low. And he's lost mad weight, and he's running, and you know what? Somewhere in here, I think there's a pretty damn good-looking guy. Shout out to you, Jack. Keep it up. Cheryl Lee Ralph, friend to the show, she's getting married this weekend to the senator. And once she marries him, if I were her, I'd call him the senator. You know, it's just the power in the house. I would never call, I forgot what his name is, Jim or whatever. I wouldn't call him Jim. I wouldn't refer to him as my husband. Well, the senator and I will be there at 6. What time do you need the senator to be there? Oh, senator. Kiss me. Oh, the power. I get moist just thinking about it. Congratulations to Cheryl Lee Ralph. I really do like her. Patti LaBelle, by the way, is in her bridal party. Now, I told you that Megan Good is about to get married in October, but there's more to the story. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. In the meantime, it's Advice Hour. Goose, I could use a zhuzh up in my headphones. Zhuzh them up. There you go. Thank you. All right. Here are signs that you're hearing a lie by the person delivering it. 25 signs. Number 1, touching the chin, rubbing the brow. This was printed up in a newspaper, but these are the same things that I learned in college. Of all the courses that I took, body language was my favorite course because, you know, the mouth can lie, but the body language oftentimes tells the exact story. Number 2, crossing your arms or your legs. Number 3, playing with your hair. That's a liar. Number 4, a line of perspiration on the brow if it's not a warm day or, you know, just any type of moisture, you know. Number 5, saying no several times. Or how about this one? Saying yes, but shaking your head no.
Like I did last week.
Yes, yeah, like when you were lying to me last week. You said yes, but you were like, yes, yeah. Number 6, continually denying accusations. Number 7, being extremely defensive. Number 8, providing more information and specifics than necessary. Like over-talking the situation. Number 9, instantaneously doing facial expressions that don't match, like what I just said, nodding yes, but saying no, and like that. How about this? Smugness. Another one, placing a barrier like a desk or a chair or something between you and the person. Number 13, uncommon calmness. I guess, you know, if you've rehearsed the lie so many times, you're just so, like Robert Chambers. I mean, not Robert Chambers, the one who killed his wife, Lindsay, what was her name? Lacey Peterson, Scott Peterson. Unwillingness to touch spouse during conversation. Being hesitant, slouching in posture, rigidity or fidgeting. Difference, all right. A difference in behavior, not acting in the usual fashion. Number 19, unnatural or limited arm and hand movements. Oh, boy. Lack of finger pointing, unusual voice fluctuation, lack of use, they say, of contradictions. Prefers emphasizing not when talking, avoiding eye contact, glancing to the right or staring past you. All right, blah, blah, blah. You know, you can't look at all these things as it being a liar, and nothing is foolproof, but any one of these things could be tipping you off that the person is lying. The one that I like to use most often is the playing with anything from the neck above, whether it's that you're pulling at your ear, you're touching your nose, you're playing with your hair, but playing with your hair is also flirtatious. So you gotta cross-reference, like, okay, she's playing with her hair, but she's smiling and making heavy-duty eye contact. So is she flirting or is she lying? I'm not sure which one. Anyway, my advice to you would be pick up a book on body language. Let's talk about boobs, shall we? Now, one of the girls got this from the newspaper for me. Was this in today's newspaper? I love this. If your bra could talk, it would say, number 1, don't wear me out. Never wear a bra 2 days in a row or more than twice between washings. The elasticity of the bra has a difficult time recovering. That makes sense. Number 2, your bra would say, be gentle. Wash your bra with detergent specifically formulated for fine lingerie. Number 3, give me air. Never put your bra in the dryer. The heat destroys the Oh, well, is that a fact? Well, you could put that inconvenience where? Way back there. Now, I will delicately wash a Casabella bra, but when I get my Cherokee bras from Target, them suckers go right in the dryer and right in the... Please. Do they realize that we have a job and it goes beyond tending to, a damn bra? Listen to this one, girls. Bag me before you bathe me. What? Okay, an $85, $100 bra, okay, the one that you wear when you're ready to drop it like it's hot, But for your, your Cherokees or whatever, your Warner bras, your Olga bras, bag this. And here's another one. This may come as a shock, but you can shock elastic to restore its stretch by rinsing it in cold water for a few minutes. Oh, so if your bra is stretched out, shock it back in. Well, let me see. There are 3 steps to fitting yourself into the proper bra, ladies. Truth be told, it wasn't until after I had the baby that I really was able to get, like the proper fit and stuff. Because I never took, who takes time for that? I mean, you take time, but do you take time? Like, I like a little spillage over the top. You know what I mean? You know what the spillage is? Do you know what that is? Like a little muffin boob? A little muffin, I like that. And I know that in order to achieve that, I must get a C cup. I'm really a D cup, but if I want muffin breasts, then I get a C cup. I like a tight t-shirt with the muffin. You know what I'm saying? It says bend over to build up the volume. This is how you get the 3 steps to a good fit. Bend over to build up the volume. Then you stand and put your bra on, stand back up for leveling off the support. And then to ensure each breast is completely in the cup, you got to line up your nipple to the seam to prevent show through. Well, excuse me? The men love show through. What are you saying? Anyway, I wish I could tell you where to go get this. Which one of you interns got this for me? This is a fabulous article. I need the website for this. One of you girls, you did it. You handed me the goods. I'm going to give you the website. Let me just figure out where to get this. In the meantime, the Hour of Truth is coming up next, and our guest was called into a fitting by Chili, so she won't be coming in. I'll explain more.
I want to fuck dirty to you, watch you eat each other, like feed off your face, get another woman up, hire a hooker, get some coke. Let's do it.
The Wendy Williams. Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Wendy Williams and Jenna Jameson.
Do you like performing in the movies still, or is it more about the money?
Well, I do like it in certain situations. Like now I put myself in movies when I'm working with somebody that I really like. Like last week I did a movie with Janine.
Okay.
Which was great.
Oh, yeah, she's hot.
Because she's so hot.
Yeah, she looks a little bit like Jillian Barbary.
Who I just made out with last week.
You did?
That's so funny.
Are you going to see her again?
I hope so.
Oh! Now, do you have... Jenna is bisexual, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a main girlfriend?
No, not right now. I'm actively looking.
Just sit right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Alrighty, everybody. It's the Wendy Williams Experience, and Kira Sawn, who is supposed to be coming in. You know her from Project Runway, the show on Bravo, and she's also doing the stylizing for Are You the Girl with Chili and T-Boz. Problem is, we had her for the show today. Oh, excuse me, this must be somebody who has no idea that I'm Wendy Williams. This must be somebody calling as if I'm Wendy Hunter. All right, I apologize. Let me just turn off my phone. Turn it down. Yeah. Thank you. I apologize. Anyway, she got called to a fitting for Chili, so she can't come in today. But then again, it might not even be a fitting. It might be Chili trying to keep her away from the show. Because, Chili is frightened to come up here. Anyway, shout out to the person from last hour, Advice Hour, asking about leasing a car. The person has been leasing their truck, $305 a month. The lease is up February of 2006, and they wanted to know whether they should splash out the $13,000 at the end of the lease and simply own the car themselves, or perhaps not. I'm not that familiar. We're lay people, so I went to the experts, and Gray Ryder says, Wendy, number one, he didn't say how long he had the lease. Most leases are 3 to 5 years. I know Gray Ryder, but regardless, I guess the car is in good enough condition where $13,000 and he will own it. Number two, Gray Ryder says to turn in a car will cost him money if he has if he's gone over the mileage. Right. Number three, if he purchases the car, check the Blue Book value. It might not be worth the buyout. That's big. Number four, he will have to pay for dings and scratches and dents if he turns it in. His best bet is to refinance the vehicle with the company and get a lower payment plan and then try to sell it as a private owner. Okay, that's what Gray Ryder says. And here's one more person regarding the lease. Wendy, it all depends on if the person wants a car every 3 years with the most updated features. If you're one of those people, then it's best to lease, and at the end of the lease, give the car back. If the person is happy with the lease they are currently having and not into the fashion and the hype of a car, then they can refinance it at the end of the lease and keep the car. Yeah. Thank you, Terry. And how you doing, too?
How you doing?
Once again, shout out to everybody in Columbia, South Carolina. I can't express to you good people the fabulous time that I had with you on Friday into the wee hours Saturday morning. Shout out to Big KC. Big KC is from the Bronx. He currently lives in Columbia, South Carolina. Next thing I know, there is a parade of waiters coming over to my area at the club. No lie. 12 bottles of Cristal. I was two-fisting and shaking and splashing. There was just so much champagne that, and all Big Casey wanted to do was just spread the love. So I'm spreading it right back, brother. Thank you so much. Shout out to Vicky's Restaurant. Thank you. Shout out to Big Chris at Main Event Nightclub. Thank you, Big Chris. Shout out to everybody I saw at V12. I love you too. Shout out to Brian, our driver, while we were down there. In Columbia, turn the music down. I got a new name for you. Purple City. Home of the Get Right. Hey, all right. Yeah, so once again, Columbia, I love you right back, man. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for showing a sister a good time. As usual, I always have fun when I go down there. Anyway, so let's talk more about bras for just a moment, and then we'll get back into the gossip, because I got this article. It was a listener who actually sent this to me from today's New York Post. If you would like a copy of this article, you can go to NewYorkPost.com. It's really very informative about bras. You want to hear a myth and then the realities? There is a perfect bra, but that's the myth. But in reality, they say there is no universally perfect bra. Perfection comes with proper fitting. Here's another myth. My body is to blame for my poor fit. They say the reality is a well-fitted bra should support your body, not vice versa. Here's another myth. A loose-fitting bra is most comfortable. Here's the reality. A firm-fitting bra is most comfortable because it doesn't shift on your body. It supports your breasts with even distribution. Another myth is back pain and shoulder stiffness is the fault of my figure. The reality is, erroneously, most women rely on the shoulder straps of a bra to support the bust. Only 10% of the support should come from shoulder straps. A bra band should provide 90% of support. So kiss industrial strength bras goodbye.
Put that where? Back there.
Here's another myth. Underwire hurts. I used to buy into this. It was only after the baby that I started wearing underwire, and now I beep at every airport. Does your underwire beep? Mine beeps like I'm carrying a gat. And I always have to get the feel up. Can you come? Oh, fine. How you doing? There she goes. It's my underwire. It's my underwire. They say you shouldn't even feel the underwire if you're wearing the proper fitting bra. Here's another myth. A bra that shows back fat tissue is too tight. Here's the reality. Back fat is the result of a bra that isn't positioned properly. Here's another myth. Minimizers make a woman look small-busted by compressing the breast tissue. Here's the reality. It's unhealthy to compress breast tissue because you'll lose firmness. Minimizers increase the surface area on your chest, making a woman look wider and thicker through the torso. Blah, 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 so on and so forth. I've had it with this, but go on NewYorkPost.com. This is it's like a big expose on bras. So, Wendy, did you see the new King magazine? Free is on the front. Yes, I did. Free looks great. Style Maker says, Free looks amazing. I was shocked that she's 37 years old. It really doesn't matter because she's beautiful and she looks great for her age. But damn, 37. P.S. Remy Martin is also in the layout in the same magazine, and she looks good too. I suspect airbrushing got eye cramps and carpal tunnel. What? Fixing that up. Shut up. I didn't even go inside. I just saw the front. I'm waiting for Art to buy the King magazine. Art, have you bought the new King magazine? Can you purchase it? The one with Free on the cover. Yeah, okay. And Remy Martin is inside too. You could put that where? You could put that back there. But wait. Put your right hand up. Put your left hand up. Put your right hand up. I love the new Remy Martin song. Love it, Remy. Wendy, there's only one thing I cannot stand about your show. It's when listeners call in and truly ask you not to put them on the air. Oh, am I on the air? No, Wendy, please don't put me on the air. Hello, you're on the radio. It drives me insane, Wendy. That's like giving a full interview to a reporter and then asking them not to air. Oh. Thank you. I miss Friday here at the station. That's my man. Shout out to all the smokers. So they're going to make it so you can't smoke in the car. You've been hearing about this on the news all weekend, right? Well, at least in my home state in New Jersey. And believe me, where it starts, it always ends up spreading like a fungus to the other states. This is what they're doing in my home state. They're trying to put it through legislation where you're not going to be able to smoke in your car. Now, they've already taken away the pleasure of talking on the cell phone while driving. And I understand that creates a big distraction, but you can't tell me that talking on that hands-free thing is any better. And while you're fidgeting with the cigarette and the ashtray and the radio dials and the CD player, it's becoming a police state. They can't possibly ban this. They would like to give offenders a $250 fine if they see you smoking. What would Bobby and Whitney do? What are they going to do? Oh, hell to the no. I can hear Whitney now. Oh, hell to the no. Love her. Brittany Murphy, by the way, is the star in the new Jordache ads. Hey, Brittany. I'm sure you've lost just enough weight to be the perfect Jordache girl. Please don't say you lose your weight through going to the gym. Shout out to Brittany's mother. She's on her daughter's payroll virtually. So, what the daughter wants, the mother gets. If you know what I'm saying. And I think you do. I know that's a sad state of affairs, isn't it? I know somebody for fact who's seen it all go down. Mom goes out, comes back, both parties slide in the bathroom. Somebody on this show was a witness to that. And I'm not going to say his name, but he's not in the room right now. Just the shockulation of it all, though, right? So Joss Stone lost the Gap ad, apparently, for kissing her black boyfriend, Bo Dozer. 8 years older than her, on stage during an awards ceremony. That's why Michelle Williams, they're saying, from Destiny's Child, is the new Gap girl. Now, Michelle's Gap ads start running, I'm not sure who. But, apparently, she moved out of her parents' house and into her 25-year-old black boyfriend's house. Now, I don't know whether it's the black thing or whether it's, the kissing and making out. Since when is the Gap so goody two-shoes that, they pull somebody from being their spokesperson? I have no idea, but her loss is Michelle from Destiny's Child's gain. And just as Michelle needs a job, this is perfect. They say that over at the Gap, they like Michelle's good girl Christian reputation. Well, let's talk about Megan Good. All right, what's really good is that Megan Good is getting married to her boyfriend, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and they're getting married on October 8th. And I already told you that Jessica Alba is Megan's maid of honor, and Mishka Barton and Bijou Phillips and Gabrielle Union are among the bridesmaids. But what you don't know, according to YM, that's Young Miss. I read all the magazines. Miss Wendy likes to keep up with what the kids are doing. I look crazy buying it. I act like I'm buying it for my daughter that I don't have. Anyway, Megan Good. What you don't know is that she's got this ex-boyfriend. His name is Noah Sagan. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Anyway, he's good friends with Danny Masterson from that 70s show. And he recently made a statement about Megan Good. Would you like to... By the way, just FYI, not that it's a big deal, but Noah is also white. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt, the guy that she's getting married to in October, is white as well. But this is what Noah says about Megan. Here's the quote. Megan and I hooked up when we were both working on shows at Nickelodeon. We were both 17 when we fell in love. We were together for 3 years, and then we just grew apart because we were both filming in a lot of different cities. Oh, I thought I turned this down. Oh, crap. That must be somebody, because there was only one ring. That's my ring there. There I go. Anyway, in different cities. If I could do it over again, I'd still be with Megan. Yeah, well, Noah, she's getting married in 3 months, but perhaps you can serve as a jump off or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't like to see the kids get married too young. I just don't. You know, ESPN's got a new channel, a new show. Well, you know about ESPN too. That's the branch off channel that's been around for a minute. But there's this new show called ESPN Hollywood, and it's going to start airing a new show. That new show, ESPN Hollywood, on August 15th. And apparently, Thea Andrews, who used to be on Cold Pizza, is going to be co-hosting this new show with Mario Lopez from Saved by the Bell. And from Low Down Dirty Dog fame, the way he did that girl from the Eve show. You know. The Allie Landry, exactly. But he stays working. All righty, everybody. Keep it here. We got more to go. Fax machine is open, and I'll take your phone calls. You know what? The phone lines are open at 866-GET-WENDY. I'm coming at you.
It's Wendy, man.
I got slayed so well. Made me do things I don't even do to my husband.
Oh, my God! The Wendy Williams Experience.
All right. It's the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS with today's R&B and classic soul. I see in today's daily news that this little blurb about Kanye West. It says, "Don't hold your breath waiting for Kanye West." The rapper with the oversized ego showed up several hours late to a Stuff magazine photo shoot commemorating him as the magazine's icon of the year. To make matters worse, when West got to the photo studio in Chelsea, he lollygagged outside with Jay-Z, blah, blah, blah. Jay-Z didn't enter the building because Jay-Z felt as though the building wasn't secure enough. So the two of them sat outside in Jay-Z's SUV for another hour before Kanye finally went inside. So he showed up several hours late. Let me see. A couple is 2. Several would be 3 or more hours late. Wow. How disrespectful.
Wow.
I mean, to everybody's time. The makeup artist. I guess, if the writer was still doing, the interview and Kanye, here's hoping that you stay on top, because I would imagine that there'd be a few people. No. Anyway, that's very disrespectful of other people's time. Oh, shoot. Just like that. Here's the new King magazine. Free looks fabulous. Bootylicious on the cover. I didn't look inside, though, to see Remy Martin. I'll have to do this as the show progresses. I'm here until 7 o'clock. We got the bonus hour going on, which I absolutely love. You can join WBLS tonight at 7:30. We're going to be at the 23rd Annual Martin Luther King Jr. Concert at Wingate Field. That's our show. Wingate Field over in Brooklyn. That's over there, Kingston Avenue. Eddie Love is hosting. Peebo Bryson and Regina Bell are performing. And if you would like a full zhuzh down of the WBLS 107 Days of Summer, you go to WBLS.com, okay? You can go to WBLS.com, find out more information. But in the meantime, thank goodness the rain has stopped. And tonight at 7:30, it's all going down at Wingate Field over in Brooklyn. That's at Winthrop Street between Brooklyn and Kingston Avenue. I love that. I love that we're so busy. Shout out to everybody listening over in Jersey City. Shout out to everybody out in Baldwin on Long Island. Everybody working at Dollhouse clothing and shoes and stuff. I love the way you guys put it down. Thank you, Dollhouse, for being a part of the audience. Shout out to Monty's. I get your faxes every week. You send at least 5 in a 5-day week. So, thank you all for... I see you got the fax machine hooked up. Monty's is this soul food restaurant over in Irvington. It's a new place. I see you got your fax machine. Testing, 1, 2. I got that. They're hanging their grand opening ribbons for August 28th. And shout out to everybody else over in Irvington, too. Love you guys. Hey, Mayor Smith. Oh, my God. Why does this keep happening? Fade me to black. I got to see what's going on.
Wendy's got the heat. Wendy's got the heat. The heat. The heat.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Let's just revisit that Snoop Dogg fight and hit my gin and juice. I brought my CDs in from the car, and I was thinking, this is clearly not music to fight by. This is music to, you swag in the club. What? This is like a theme song when you first get in a party. Oh, shoot. Bartender, give me my gin and juice. All right, what's up? How you doing? All right. And you swagger through the party, sipping out of that skinny straw. Shoulders snapping up and down. Neck knocking back a bit. See what I'm saying? You see something cute and fine standing over there. Now you start your head nod and you bite your bottom lip. Right? And you take another sip, and everybody in the party is beautiful. And you had you some get right before you got in the club, and your head is in the right space. Turn this up. Nobody's fighting. Everybody's lamping. Oh.
So we gon' blow an ounce to this. G's up, freeze up for a second now.
Right? Now you got that right there, right? But they're on stage fighting at the I just don't get that. Now, the same club, the same people, but you throw on, as far as I'm concerned, music to fight by. Hit my MOP. Oh, shoot. Tuck your jewelry. Put the gin and juice down. Pick up an empty bottle of something. It might have to be your weapon of choice. Oh! 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 Ah! And then the beat is on.
This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Alrighty then. I sat through Bravo's probably 150th airing of Stella over the weekend. Ever since Jonathan and his revelations, right? Don't they just... I have to tell you something over there at Bravo. Shut up. You're making me forget about E! Entertainment on Saturdays and Sundays in the middle of the day. You're making me forget that Lifetime ever existed. And I find myself moonlighting on you away from my own channel, the V to the H to the 1. Bravo is silently becoming that pick hit on the weekends. As long as you keep running multiples of Blowout and you keep the films that, well, quite frankly, the chick-friendly chick flicks like Stella, and then you do those re-airings of Bobby Brown, Bravo, I think you're onto something. And I got to tell you something, I like it. Bravo. And now, because of Jonathan and everything, I watched Stella with a whole different mentality, like, oh, is that how it went down? Oh, is that all what that was about? Oh, I see what's going on. I always cry during the Whoopi death scene and the funeral and whatnot. I always, that always makes me cry. But here is Terry, and Terry says, Wendy, I was waiting for you to swoop down on Jonathan like a hawk, but I guess in light of your birthday, you were celebrating and you weren't picking up on a lot of the things that he was saying. First off, Mr. Plummer said that he was staying with a friend at a resort. This was a male friend of his. The only reason a young man would stay at a resort, supposedly looking for a job at a resort, is to find someone to take care of. Yada, yada, yada. Terry McMillan fell for the biggest con at the resorts in Jamaica. You should have asked him how many jobs he held before and after meeting Miss McMillan. No, you know what, Terry? First of all, being a person who lived on an island, and, I lived on the island of St. Croix for my first radio job. I can tell you that, and I used to hang out at the resorts because, I craved people who were like me. I mean, the island people were wonderful, but I'd hang out and beach at the resorts to speak to the Americans coming through. Not like men to meet and stuff like that because I was so focused on my career, but like women to talk to on the beach, men to talk to, just, an American flavor. I was on St. Croix, on the weekends I wanted to be around Americans, and I lived for those moments, the vacationers coming into and out of town and whatnot. And I know all too well that a bati boy is not acceptable, not just on Jamaica. Let's just put it out there. The Caribbean culture doesn't have time for a bati boy. You must fake it until you can escape to America. But how you doing, country?
How you doing?
All right.
Ow.
So it was no surprise to me. If anything, I'm shocked that a woman of 41 years old, Terry, when she met him, let all this... I mean... and I know, Terry, and yeah, it was my birthday, and I'll take that and wear it. But there was also a lot that I just, how many different ways can you ask a man? So you sure you didn't know you were gay? You sure? He would continually deny. Miss McMillan would continually say that she didn't know. And we got to read between the lines. We can't waste a whole lot of time dwelling on certain things with guests when there's other stuff to get to as well. Terry also goes on to say, he then said that he didn't apply for his paperwork until 2 years after they were married, but that is standard when people want the government INS to believe that marriage is about love, not convenience. If there was a child involved, then it wouldn't have been as obvious, but because there was no child involved, all right, blah, 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 they had to do that 2 years before applying. She also goes on to say, he also said that his family was middle class. I can guarantee you that if they were, he would have gotten his visa a long time before McMillan came along. But obviously they were not as well off because they were also taking her money. Yeah, now where was it established that that his finances were judged up for the purpose of the movie? I can't remember whether that was him or whether that was us. Anyway, hello.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
Hi. Yes. Is it true that Bow Wow and Sierra broke up because she was in the back talking about Valentino while he was performing on stage?
Well, gee, where did you hear that?
Huh?
Where did you hear that?
Oh, my friend told me that you said it.
Well, yeah, I said it earlier. I don't believe that it's true. I don't believe that Sierra would ruin the cutest little couple out there at this point, Bow Wow and Sierra.
Oh.
I think that's people who want to talk. How are you spending your summer?
I'm fine.
Good. What do you do during the day?
What I do during the day, sometimes I go swimming in my apartment complex.
Mm-hmm. And your mom goes to work?
Yeah.
And so you got a key and you come in and out?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm actually 14.
Mm-hmm. You keep the boys out of the house?
Yeah.
This is Miss Wendy. You could be honest with me, girl. You keep the boys out of the house?
Yes.
Good for you. Good for you. You reading any books this summer?
No, not really.
Mm-hmm. You working?
No, I'm not working now.
Mm-hmm. Are your girlfriends allowed to come over?
Well, my mom is here,
Yeah. So other than that, though, it's just you in the house with your 106 in Park.
Yeah, I watch the Park.
Yeah, and then you listen to Miss Wendy on the radio.
Yeah, and I heard you say it, and I just wanted to know if it was true.
No, I understand. Yes, no, I don't believe that that's true. Thank you for calling, and enjoy the rest of your summer.
Okay.
Stay out of trouble.
All right.
All right, bye-bye. Keep your legs closed. Hello.
Yo, what's up, Wendy?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. What's up with comedian Kim Black?
What's up with him?
I don't know. Tell me. I'm trying to holler at him.
Oh, no.
I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, no, well, you sound a little young for Ken.
Excuse me?
How old are you? Hello?
34.
Oh, wow, you sounded real young. Well, I can tell you where Ken is. Every Wednesday, he's at the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience.
That's where I seen him at, the Laugh Factory.
Well, he would love the attention.
Really?
Ken is steadily looking for a girl.
Really?
Hear Art tell it he'll never get one.
Why?
Art and Ken, I don't know. They have this very friendly going back and forth. But he's at the Laugh Factory. Now, why don't you show up by yourself and then approach him by yourself?
I'm going to do just that.
Okay.
Wednesday night.
Yes. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Hello.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm okay. Wendy, I have to ask you a question. It's been bothering me all weekend.
Okay.
You did when you were away on Friday, you had for the bonus hour, you replayed that tranny thing?
Yes, Nicole, the pre-op tranny from Chicago.
Right, and it's been killing me to find out who the C-list celebrity is, and I think I have it.
All right, don't you say. I'll say it, and then you react, okay?
Okay. No, I heard what you said, but...
Don't say his name anymore.
Okay. He's from Chicago?
Does he have to be?
No, I thought oh, wow. I was totally in the wrong ballpark.
I mean, she didn't say he was from Chicago. She just said that that's where he has her buried in the cut with a condo.
Oh, God, Wendy. Damn.
Well, I hope I didn't break your heart.
Yeah, you want to know who I thought it was?
No.
Okay.
All right, gotta go.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wendy, man.
I met up with this guy. We were together. We were at his house, and why do you think his thing wouldn't work? You think maybe he's...
How you doing? The Wendy